record. And now you'll hear me as well if you watch the recording. So we're going to have an LED on P1.5. Now this is arbitrary, I'm just making anything up. And we're going to have a switch on P2.1. And what we want to do, if we're pressing the switch, we'll turn the LED off. If we're not pressing the switch, we'll turn the LED on. That kind of encapsulates everything that, most of the stuff within this lab. Okay, so we press switch equals LED on or off. Which do they say? Off. Okay, so we press the switch, LED's off. Not press. LED on. Now a few things to remember based on how we connect our switches up to the microcontroller and the LEDs up to the microcontroller. The switches are configured like this. So we've got a resistor, a pull-up resistor, and our switches down here. So if our switches press, we essentially short that, and we're having that connected directly to ground. So the result we'll get is a 0, low voltage. If it's not pressed, this essentially won't be connected at all, and we'll have this pull-up resistor here pulling it high. So that's, if it's not pressed, it's a high voltage, or a 1. Okay, so that's the switch part first, then the LED part. The way the LEDs are connected is as follows. And so if we put a 1 here, or a high voltage here, we've got a high voltage here, there's going to be no current flowing through here, and the LED will be off. So 1 equals off. If we put a 0 here, we've got a low voltage here, a high voltage here, current will flow through here, so 0 will be on. Okay, something just to keep in the back of our minds. We happy with that? So let's actually get to solving this problem. First thing we want to do is set up the direction register. So P1D, we'll try that again. P1DIR. We want to set bit 5 as an output. So we can OR that to make bit 5 the output. P2DIR. We want to make bit 1 as the input. There we go. Now what we'll do is we'll have a while loop. So we'll loop forever and just do the same thing, do the same check over and over. So while 1 equals 1 essentially, that's all the time. We'll have an if statement. So we'll say if 0 is equal to P, now the switch is on 2, P2 in, and with bit 1. So we're checking if it's low. If it's low, we have this condition here. The switch has been pressed, we want to turn the LED off. To turn the LED off, we need to set that pin to high. So we say P1 out, or equals bit 5. Then we can do else. P1 out and equals not bit 5 or bit 5 inverted. How does that sound? Is it making sense? It takes a little bit of practice for it to sink in.